Hello friends, today in this video we are gonna learn about some more important string methods. Okay, so let's look at the first method. The first method is index. So what does this method do? This method searches for the string for a specified value and returns the position of where it was found. So let's look at this in action. Let's flip to Jupyter Notebook. Okay, let's have a string Python is the most popular among all the languages. Now let's say we want to get the index or get the position of the substring the. So we will use this method s.index, and the substring that will be passed as an argument will be the, right? So what will it return? It will return the starting index of the substring the. That is the what is the starting character of the substring the t. So it will return us the index of this character t. So let's print this and we get 10. So if we just count it right from the beginning, if we count the indexes, p is starting from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, blank space is 6, I is 7, S is 8, blank space is again 9, and the T is 10. So we get the position or the starting index of the substring the. We can see that there are multiple substring the. Here you can get one the, and here you can get another the. So in such cases it will only return the starting index of the first substring. Okay, so that's why it has returned 10. Now let's move on to the next method. Okay, before moving on to the next method, let me discuss a very important thing about this index method. Suppose inside the index method we specify a string that is not present in the original string. So in this string S, is there any substring called ABC present? No, there is no such substring called ABC in this string S, right? So in such cases, what will happen? If we want to find the index of such a non-existing substring, then what will happen? Let's see that. We run the cell and we immediately get an value error, substring not found. Okay, so if you specify such a substring which is not present in the original string, then the index method will immediately raise an error. So to solve this problem, we have another method called find. So this is the method find. So this method works exactly same as the index method, but the only difference is that it does not raise an error if the specified substring is not found in the original string. In such cases, it returns -1. Okay, so let's flip to Jupyter Notebook and let's verify this in action. Okay, so instead of using the index method, we will use the find method. Okay, so first of all, let's try the find method with an existing substring. Okay, so as I have just mentioned, the find method works exactly as the index method. So it will return 10 only, right? The value that was returned by the index method, the find method will also return the same value. Let's see whether that actually happens or not. Let's run the cell, and as expected we get 10 as the output. Now when we try to specify a non-existing substring inside the index method, we got this value error, right? Now let's try to do the same thing with find method. S dot find. Okay, now let's run the cell And as I just mentioned, instead of giving any value error, it will return you -1. So from this value -1, you can understand that this substring is not present in the original string S. Fine. Okay, let's move on to the next method. So R-index. This method searches the strings for a specified value and returns the last position of where it was found. So in this string, what we just saw, we saw that this index method, when we specify a substring inside this index method, this returns the index of the first substring. In case there are multiple substrings present with the same value, that is, here we have one the and here we have another the, so it will return the index of only the first the. This index method will return the index of only the first the. Now what this R index is meant for? The R index is meant for returning the last occurrence of this substring the. So let's verify that in action. Print s dot R index the. Let's run the cell and we get 37. So if you just count the indexes from 0, that is p, the index of p is 0. If you just count the indexes, you can easily find that the starting character, the index of the starting character of this substring the is 37. Okay, so what the R index method returns? The R index method returns the starting character of the last occurrence of the substring that we specified inside the R index method. Fine. And the rfind method, there is another method called rfind. It also works exactly same as the R index method, and the only difference is that it does not raise an error if the specified substring is not found in the original string. In such cases, it returns -1. So instead of using the R index method, let's try to use the rfind method on the substring the, and let's see whether that also returns the same index or not, that is, if that also returns 37 or not, and we get 37 here as well. So as I just mentioned, the rfind method works exactly same as the R index method. Now what is the difference? If we just specify a non-existing string inside the R index method, it will just raise a value error like the index method. Let's verify that as well. Specify a non-existing string ABC inside the R index method, and we try to run the cell, and expectedly we get the value error substring not found. Now if we try to do the same thing with the rfind method, if we try to do the same thing with the rfind method, we run the cell and it does not raise any value error. Rather, if the substring which we specified inside the rfind method, if that is actually not present in the original string, then what it will do, it will return -1. So from our discussion so far, we can conclude that the index method works exactly same as the find method, and the R index method also works exactly same as the rfind method. The only difference is that in case of index method and R index method, if we specify or pass a non-existing substring, then it throws a value error saying that substring is not found. Whereas in case of find method and rfind method, if we specify a non-existing substring, then it does not raise any value error. Rather, it returns -1, from which we can understand that substring that we passed inside the rfind method or find method, that substring is not existing in the original string. I have given you some exercise problems. Please try to solve these two problems and you can let me know the answer in the comment section itself. If you have liked my video, please subscribe to my channel and please hit the bell icon so that you get notified when I'll upload more Python and data science related videos. And please don't forget to like and share my video so that it reaches a larger audience and they also get benefited from it. Thanks a lot for watching.